Welcome to Extra Throttle House. We're back.
We're alive.
We're alive.
I'm James.
I'm Thomas.
We're alive.
Yes. If you remember,
why are we alive?
We were killed ruthlessly by the main channel, Thomas and James.
I don't really. What are they gonna?
Oh dear. And
like a phoenix.
Turns out we were wearing Nomex, so here we are.
I don't know what that means.
That's race. Anyway, this is a
the
Defender.
Fire suit. Yeah,
fire suit. Yes.
100%. I'm there. This isn't just any Defender.
Yes.
The Bronco gave us the Raptor. The Jeep gave us the 392 Wrangler.
Yeah.
What's another crazy thing? AMG gave us a G63. And now finally, what did Toyota Land Cruiser give us?
Not much yet.
A sound and poor reliability.
What are you talking about? Hold on.
Whereas now, the Land Rover has come through with the Defender Octa.
Yeah.
The monster of the range. Now, Range Rover have this new thing with their SV range, right? They're not.
Yeah.
It's not the SVR anymore.
No.
SV takes the bones of whatever that car is and optimizes it. So the Range Rover Sport is even crazier and sporty, and the Range Rover Normal is even more luxurious.
What happened to your voice?
I was in a loud restaurant last night and I had to shout. So I can't project.
Okay.
That's okay. The Octa is the Land Rover's version of SV. The Octa absolutely amplifies everything that a Defender is built to do.
It's wider, isn't it?
It's 68 millimeters wider.
That's the first thing that you notice.
Almost 7 centimeters wider, and as a result of that, we get the 3 orange lights that show it as a wide vehicle, a wide boy.
Oh, because legally, if it's a certain, but hold on a second.
If it's if it's a dual-purpose vehicle, which is why the Mustang GTD doesn't have that, because it's a single purpose, even though it is wide enough.
Right, hold on a second. The question is, what came first, the lights or the wide body? Like, did they go, hey guys, how big do we need to make it so we can put the lights on it? Or did they make it really wide and go, oh no, we have to put the cool 3 orange lights on it because it's such a wide vehicle? Which one came first?
Either way, they're definitely not upset about it.
No, they're not, because it looks good.
They've done things to make it even more intense. So the front and rear axles have been moved forward to take on the wide body and the bigger tires and the bigger wheels and thingies. For some reason, we're on all seasons today.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I don't know why.
Wait, sorry. So they move the axles forward. Did they move the axles forward or did they move the body back? Philosophically,
they got Socrates today.
It's important to know which one happened.
More importantly, from its 4.4 litre twin turbo V8, now comes 626 horsepower.
Wow.
Making this the fastest Defender ever.
And I'm guessing the most expensive.
It isn't cheap. This one I think is knocking on the door of 200,000 Canadian.
Whoa.
But to put that in perspective, the G550 is about the same price as this with options. And a G63, so in order to get the G-Wagon V8, is 50 grand more than that.
Okay, that's fine, that's fair.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know what it means. It just depends on all that matters with these vehicles, really. It's not if it can go off jumps and if it can go off-roading, it's what do you look like in Malibu.
Exactly.
Right.
So the increased articulation is not important.
No,
the fact that they've done loads of thermal management.
Irrelevant.
There's more cooling.
Yeah. It's to go from your place in the Malibu canyons to Whole Foods and back.
And you can do that cheaper than a G63.
Well, there you go then.
Well, why don't we go Malibu up in a snow day in Ontario?
Okay, I'm actually excited to drive this.
Yeah, you drive.
Okay. Oh, it's high up, man.
You got a Land Cruiser.
All right, here we go. What am I in for here?
You're in for the king of all Defenders ever made.
James, what has happened to your voice?
Well, nothing's gone wrong with my voice.
What has happened to it? How loud was the restaurant?
It was loud. It was loud. They had the bass music. It was one of these cool, hip downtown restaurants where the bass volume's here.
You know what? I don't like that. I'll say it. I don't like it. Why does it have to be so loud? You know what I want is I want a 90s restaurant with like the big booths and carpeting. So these things are so industrial and echoey, and then they make the music. It's just. Listen, maybe I'm old.
You're old.
Yeah.
You're old, but that's okay because we're in a cushy car right now.
We are.
A cushy, violent car when it wants to be. So you remember the SVs had the SV button there?
Yes.
That's the Octa button. That's the octahedral diamond.
I'm going to click it.
On which this is named. So if you click it once,
dynamic program selected.
Yeah. So your suspension will stiffen, your throttle response will sharpen, your steering will sharpen.
It has. Yes.
But you have not yet fully unlocked Octa mode, which is a full long press on that button.
Okay, here we go.
And watch your paddle shifters. Watch
What
it.
do you mean?
Whoa!
Oh my God!
They're gone red.
James, that's so tacky.
Now,
look at that.
I know. This car is... This car is advertised as sort of like this dune-destroying monster.
I see. All right.
You should have launch control in this
I
mode as
do.
well.
All right. Oh, hello.
Yeah.
Oh, the steering is dangerously light. Okay.
Well, you took the weight off all the front wheels.
I did, yeah. No, that's extremely quick.
3.8 seconds to 60, this car.
3.8.
3.8.
We don't need this.
But you do. One thing that's really impressive about this car, we've got on with a lot of it. We've driven basically all the trims of the Defender now. You were recently in a 130.
I was gonna say I was in a 130 when I was in England for no reason whatsoever, and it was really nice. However, like the ride was good, typical Defender stuff.
Yes.
However, compared to my Land Cruiser, I found all of this to be inferior.
Really?
Yes, all of this stuff, it looks nicer than the Land Cruiser, but all of this was too complicated. Certain things were too difficult to turn off, and this is laggy, okay? So just wanted to point that out there.
Yeah.
Land Cruiser, more easy to use.
There was a first edition of this when it came out that had more stuff going on in the interior, but right now there really isn't much that makes this an Octa. There's not even proper grab handles to get in.
There's not even proper grab handles to get in.
Just that button down there.
Yeah.
And I agree with you. This stuff, so I really like this. And you also
Yeah.
get 3 rows. I know this is the smallest thing ever, but you get 3 rows of stuff.
Oh
there.
yes, I remember this from when I was in
That's a
England,
lot
yes.
of stuff. But it's crapped out on me a couple of times because it's like, I told you, I couldn't do the map and the phone call. Just the map and the music is all I ever promised you. So,
See, that's what I mean, right? It's a little bit, again, when I was in England for no reason whatsoever, I had enough problems
Yes.
with this that it was a bit of a, anyway, the Octa.
the Octa.
That's why we're here.
A lot of this Octa stuff is what's happening underneath us. They've like stiffened and thickened and made everything really special below. It even has like a bespoke exhaust, but the suspension's been really fiddled with. So it's got 67% less roll resistance. So if you...
Stiffened and thick.
Basically, it's very flat, this car.
Given that, oh my...
Well, it's still heavy. You can't control the weight.
Jesus.
Also, the ground is not that great right now.
And we're not on winters right now.
No, we're on primacy all seasons.
So that was spinning, swaying, and no
Yes.
weight over the front wheels.
All of the things.
It's quite dicey. Tons of power, good noise. I like the way that is. You know what it doesn't have though?
What doesn't it have?
It doesn't have the same feeling as a Bronco Raptor.
In what sense?
You know how the Bronco Raptor feels 3 miles wide,
Yes.
right? In a good way. Like
Yes.
it's got that insane stability. This still feels Defendery.
Well, we've got some corners coming up, and even though it has a risk to my life, I think you should take them quite sharply. Not quickly, but just sharply. And you'll see...
What's the difference?
Well, I
can only corner as cornery as the corner is.
Okay, well, the corner is yours
Yeah.
to play with, and you'll feel it will stay very level.
Does it have active? Oh yeah, I see.
Yeah.
Does it have active anti-roll bars?
Oh, it has more than active anti-roll bars, actually. I need to...
He's looking it up as we speak.
No.
He's looking it up.
Because it's such a ridiculous phrase that they've given it.
Oh, I see. Oh, that's actually quite good.
Yes.
Interesting. So
It has an advanced network of hydraulically interlinked, continuously variable, semi-active dampers.
I see. Okay.
All the things. They give it all the things.
You know what else had that? Was our old 4Runner. It had hydraulically linked active dampers to make it level in the corner. This one works better, I'll give it that.
Yeah,
but
well, this is their 6D suspension. That's what they've labeled it as.
like 60.
No, like 60. Like
or
we had
60.
3D, we had Honey I Shrunk the Kids 4D, we skipped 5D, and now
Right,
we've
now
got 6D
6D.
suspension.
Yeah, the problem is that it ain't active when we're in a straight line, are we? So we are getting just tossed back and forth
Yeah.
like this, which is weird because it makes you feel like you're not going to have any confidence in the corner. But
Well, drop us out of Octa mode, take us back to auto terrain.
okay,
So one more hit. So this is in calm mode.
which is all terrain.
I've been getting terrible fuel economy in this car.
It's not really any different in here, is it?
No, that's what I'm saying. It's the launch edition would have been, but this trim is not.
This just looks like a trim of a Defender.
Yeah. So, but you get the wide body. You know, it's 28 millimeters higher off the ground than a normal Defender.
Yeah.
It does look quite beastly. Like when I took this home 3 of my neighbours text me going,
Yeah.
So it does that, has that effect.
Yeah, no, it is very cool, and I am a fan of big, boxy, heavy-duty off-roaders, so I like this. I like this a lot.
Yeah, I've really got on with it. It's big, but the ride feels apt. It feels built for purpose.
Yeah.
My favourite nuts SUV is still the 4x4 squared G-Wagon.
That's in its own category.
I know,
That's
and it's a
outrageous.
hugely guilty pleasure as well, because I feel like I just admitted that I'm like a racist or something. Like it's
Because you like...
that's the level of confession that feels like, of like,
oh shit.
oh yeah, it can drift.
Jesus.
It can drift on tarmac.
Okay.
That's part of the things that it can do.
Dude. Yeah.
But I do question if I would spend the money.
Interesting. Yeah, because this is not cheap, is it?
No, and it's in 110 form only, which is fine because that's an easy to
Yeah. Okay.
form.
So here's my take on this. Now having driven all of, I think most of the like crazy insano off-road boxy things, if you actually want to do like Baja stuff, jumps, and that sort of outrageous style of whatever, get a Bronco Raptor or a Ranger Raptor. That's what that's for.
Yes.
If you want to show off, get a G-Wagon. And if you want something that's a little bit more comfortable, a little bit classier, a little bit more understated, get the top trim V8 of this. Don't get the Octa.
I'd get the mild hybrid 6 of this.
Sure, fair enough.
If they still make them.
Yeah,
that one was great.
Let's say you wanted a V8.
And that's the thing. I think Land Rover know that they're trying to, what's it called when you steal a client away? Conquest. They want the conquest.
Isn't that when you like get a sword and you talk to
That was
a
it back in the
wizard
day.
and then-
Now it's way more boring, and it's about getting someone from another brand to come to your brand.
I see.
But I looked at the press release. Guess what they refer to their customers as now? Land Rover for this car. Yes, clients.
Yes.
Yeah, they refer to them as Land Rover clients.
Oh, do they actually?
Yes.
Oh my God.
So they know the audience.
They know the
They're
audience.
trying to grab
Their
them.
clients.
Their clients. But if I was doing the shop you did with the Land Cruiser and the Defender and all that sort of stuff,
Yeah.
I genuinely would pick the Defender out of all of them. Not because I'm bar-harring or this or that.
Yeah.
That is the choice. Every time I think about it, between road manners and boxy SUV-ness and all this stuff, it's my favorite of the bunch.
No, it is my favorite as well, I think, but from an actual true ownership perspective, I did buy a Land Cruiser because roughly the same price as a Defender.
Yeah.
I just think it's more usable every day.
You know what's funny is you're just driving this so normally right now, which
Yes.
is exactly how I've been using it.
Yes.
Because you never...
That's what I mean.
No,
So that's why you don't get this trim of this one.
100%.
Yeah, I want to bumble. I want to amble. I want to trundle. All of the...
All the
LEs.
Martins.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Oh.
That's what I want to
Wait,
do
which
with
one's
it.
the real Martin? Trundle?
Martin... What are you talking about?
Trundle.
Martin Brundle. You mean from F1?
Yeah.
That's the one.
Okay.
Okay.
No, I'm doubting it now.
We've
His evil brother Martin Trundle.
slightly gone off track.